Right, let's put it to bed. Trump and Epstein. Is there something really incriminating in the stuff that Epstein has and the Epstein files? This is just, I guess, an FBI file. I guess that's what they mean. Is there something really incriminating in those files to Trump? You know, like we're talking about something that may put him in prison. Is it there or is it not? Right? So it's difficult to say for sure because obviously the guy is the president. He has control over these things. He has control over the release of the information and stuff. And this is the problem. This guy, let's get it right, Trump is a conspiracy theorist, isn't he? All the people he's appointing into different places essentially are his mates, conspiracy theorist mates. RFK Jr. is one. You know, I mean, he's in charge of the health system in the United States. I'm in England. You know, if RFK Jr. wants to go killing off United States citizens, that's not affecting me. It's obviously a real heinous crime, you know, but ultimately it's not affecting me. I don't have a dog in the race, right? And there are other people who are essentially conspiracy theorists. You know, these are people who are inappropriate for their positions, and the only reason why they're in those positions is because they're friends of Donald Trump. He's putting his friends into positions. You know, Pam Bondi. Yeah, obviously. Hegseth, another one. Yeah. There's the blogger who's now second in command in the FBI. I can't remember. It's Bondino. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously a conspiracy theorist. These guys are put in these positions because they're friends with Trump. Trump is friends with conspiracy theorists. They're his mates. He obviously is one. He hangs around in these circles, doesn't he? In a social media sense, I guess. Maybe in a real sense. Who knows? This is something that's actually live right now. It's on a loop. It's just them playing stuff and I think like this. But this is Epstein, and he's. This is, I think, Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, I believe, and he's describing the relationship. Now, they know this is Mark Epstein, Jeffrey's brother. Okay, and I'm going to play it.
Mark Epstein, the brother of Jeffrey Epstein. And Mark, you know, from what you know, from what you saw, how close was your brother to Donald Trump?
They were very close. They were good friends. Jeffrey used to sometimes tell me things that Donald said that were funny. I know Donald was in Jeff's office a lot back in the 90s. It's documented that Donald flew on Jeff's plane a number of times. I don't know if they ever checked, but I know Jeff flew on Donald's plane also. I don't know if they've ever looked at his flight logs. And they were good friends. I mean, I flew on Jeff's plane. It's known I was on a plane in 1999. Flying up from Florida, and Donald was with us. You know, and we were all joking around. They were good friends.
Right. Let's just stop it there. Obviously, there's Trump. We know this is it Melania? I can't remember the pronunciation. Epstein and Ghislaine. Can't remember the last name. You know what I mean, though. She's in the news. She's in prison. 20 years. And this man really wants to give her a pardon. But if he does so, then he might as well just himself politically. So he can't, you know. No matter how powerful he thinks he is, he can't do it. Because he knows that is just straight in the foot. So he can't do it. Okay. Interestingly enough, this woman, right, Donald's husband, First Lady now, okay, was an Epstein girl. I did hear it on one of the things. Right, and it does make sense. She's a model. Look at the woman. I mean, this is a woman who is about 20 years, easy 20 years younger than this man. Okay? Obviously, she is going with him because he's got the money. I mean, come on. Do you know what I mean? We're not dumb. She has obviously family attachments now. They've got children. And not only that, he's the president, so you know she needs to cash in a bit, doesn't she? So she's got to rub the shoulders, hasn't she? She's got to rub the. How's it go? Rub the shoulder. It's so good, matter. Right. All right. So we've got this. Yes. Obviously, whatever's going on, there's a link. Yes. He and Epstein were mates. This guy, obviously a convicted paedophile, and he did human trafficking. Yeah. And they were mates. Right. My guess, and this is a Graham guess, is that Trump actually enabled some of Epstein's work. He supported and enabled it because he was getting the readies from it. That's my guess. Possibly somehow Melania is in this as well. Don't know. You know what I mean? You notice that she's got a questionable visa. Status now, as US citizen status now, because it's come on top that basically she bullshitted to get a visa. You know, so there's a fraud thing going on there. So we're talking about all of these people in this picture here. They're all criminals essentially, aren't they? Well, you know about Donald, yeah, convicted sex offender and business fraudster. Those are actual convictions, not hearsay. They convicted him in a court. There was just I think they gave him a pathetic sentence, like 1 day in time served or something, because presumably he's paid off Judge Roberts, or there's something going on there. There's obviously something fishy there. Yeah, we saw it when he was doing the inauguration, when he was like, "Yeah, thanks, John." I remember that, something like that, wasn't it? I remember that. Yeah, we know. And then we got Melania, who essentially is just completely emotionally distant from the man. You can tell it, you can see it. Yeah, she's just doing her own thing. She wants nothing to do with him right now. Obviously, this guy's dead. Yeah, questionable what went on in there. Seems like there's Pam Bondi's doing a bit of a cover up there. It seems like it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist myself. I don't care about these guys. If they want to, make their deal with the devil, that's up to them. It's not my problem. And then we've got Ghislaine Maxwell. Is it? Yeah, she's in there now. She's in the prison, and obviously she's just trying to find any way to get out, isn't she? So she's going to say whatever she's going to say whatever. She'll say black is white and green's no colour at all, if that's what Trump tells her to say. Of course, because she wants the pardon, doesn't she? Yeah, it's not going to happen, of course. So there we go. We've got that story, right? Let's have a look at this. This is oh dear. Sorry about the advert. Basically, this is The Guardian, okay? And so they're reporting on the, somebody's basically saying, Trump says release the Epstein files. He's done this before where he says, yes, I order the Epstein files released, and then behind the scenes he basically blocks it. So that's probably what's going on here. He's saying, yes, you need to release them, in public, and then behind the scenes, yeah, whatever I said, don't bother, just find some way. We've got this, which is the from the tapes, right? Describe itself as Donald Trump's closest friend, convicted by, obviously it's saying the now in millennia. That's right. Even boasted the closeness of Trump and his now wife Melania, who is one of Epstein's girls originally. What have we got here? So there's recordings, the tapes, obviously. And they're obviously showing that. What else was there I spotted in here? Epstein painted a complicated portrait of Trump, called him charming, always fun. I mean, this is something that I got from the house.gov. I can certainly put the link in it. Closest friend for 10 years. And you heard the brother saying, yeah, they were on each other's planes. I'm guessing, what my guess is, again, it's a Graham guess, but I'm guessing that what happened is perhaps because of Trump having a plane, maybe they did a little bit of trafficking there themselves. So what's possibly going on there is that Trump, and I can say what I like, I'm just some guy in England, he can't get me. that what happened is that Trump was probably involved in the actual trafficking himself. He probably had a flight scheduled on his own plane, or he did it himself, where he actually brought he did the human trafficking himself. It wouldn't surprise me, because that's the sort of thing that, yeah, that would definitely throw him out. He would definitely be inside for that. He wouldn't be inside, no, he'd just flee to a foreign country. He'd go to Qatar or somewhere, because they're friendly, aren't they? They bought him a jet. Or gave him a jet. Yeah. So, is he in the Epstein files? Fucking right. Is there something in there that's really incriminating? I would say so. Yeah. Are we ever going to see the full content of those Epstein files? They'll find some way. They'll find something to block it with, right? Is Trump? The thing is, Trump is digging himself into a hole. That's the issue. He is digging it. He knows people are not going to let this up. The sort of people that have latched onto this never give up. They never give up. They always argue, and they always, wherever they are. He went to Scotland and they're asking about the Epstein files. He's gone to the EU and they're asking there as well. Wherever he goes, he's just following him everywhere he goes. It's like that pair of eyes that keeps following you around the screen. Isn't it? Yeah? It's a phone, the camera's there. And so, he's just making it, well, by blocking it, he's just making it worse. He's got to give the public something that he can call the Epstein files and say, tick, it's done, and that these conspiracy theorists guys are going to be satisfied with, because that's the MAGAs, isn't it? But the problem is they will keep digging. They will keep, even when he says, look, I've released anything, they'll oh no, you've still got some more, you're still hiding something, because Trump's the deep state now. He is the deep state. He was the one that got in on the ticket of, I'm going to collapse the deep state, blah blah blah, and expose them and all that thing, and he's become it. Yes? Of course he has. So is there something really, really nasty inside those files that he's attempting to make sure doesn't come out? Yes, obviously. Why would he do it? Why would he dig the hole? So obviously it's there. And even got stuff here which is pretty incriminating as it is. And this is not the bad stuff. Obviously. Because there's still stuff that they're not releasing. Yeah. He's screwed. If these come out, if the whole thing comes out, he's definitely screwed. So, yeah. Is Trump in the Epstein files? Damn right. Is there something in there that's really bad that could put him inside? Or make him exile or something like that? That's my guess.